Tonight, we have a presentation on digital citizenship. Dr. Hefner.
So fast tonight. Well, thank you for having me this evening as we talk about what we are doing as a district for digital citizenship. You know, ever since computers started popping up in our school libraries several decades ago, our districts and our families have recognized the importance of digital citizenship instruction. Now more than ever, as many of our students spend much of their day online in some capacity, digital citizenship and media literacy skills are critical in navigating their world. LPS launched our first set of digital citizenship learning objectives nearly a decade ago. And over the last year, Library Services has partnered with curriculum specialists and computing services to update and revise those objectives to reflect the most up-to-date skills our students need in order to be safe and thoughtful and ethical users of technology. The new objectives focus on 4 areas: digital safety, media and information literacy, digital well-being, and social responsibility. Each area is broken down into several key components, which are addressed with increasing depth and complexity as our students mature. At the elementary level, where librarians see students every week, our team has built a full year's worth of high-quality lessons that teach digital citizenship, media literacy, and research skills. This is something that LPS has created that doesn't exist in any other district across the country. And we are extraordinarily proud of this work. At the secondary level, where access to students is less predictable, our librarians have to be a bit more industrious to provide digital citizenship instruction that meets our high standards. So our librarians cooperate with teachers in the areas of health, computer science, English language arts, social studies, and science, to weave in timely and content-connected digital citizenship instruction. Because this looks different at every single school, each librarian maps out an annual implementation plan to make sure all of our objectives are covered in a way that fits their school's needs. From face-to-face instruction to pre-recorded mini lessons to all school activities, librarians are finding creative ways to deliver this important instruction. Finally, we recognize that teaching and modeling good digital citizenship is a community effort. With the help of our communications department, Library Services is producing weekly messages to help families at both the elementary and the secondary level to learn about new trends that impact digital citizenship, to better understand how to balance the impact of technology on our lives, and how to have important conversations with our kids about making healthy online decisions. Digital citizenship and media literacy can be hard for all of us, especially when technology seems to evolve faster and faster every day. But we also know that media literacy and digital citizenship is really critical to our community. And our school librarians are working hard to make sure that all of our students are well prepared to thrive in their digital world. Are there any questions from the board?
So I really like the in-depth presentation. I know you only have 6 slides here, but you can click on all of them and go in and get all of the actual objectives. There's been a lot of discussions that our libraries are not safe for students. Talk a little bit about how the digital citizenship helps our kids discern good and bad information that they can find.
Well, media literacy is one of the most important things that we teach. And the role of the librarian is to make sure that all of our kids can not only find information, but then look at that information from various perspectives to delve into it to understand who the author is, what is the motivation behind the publication of that information, and what might be the bias or perspective that's presented. The more instruction we can provide kids on great media literacy strategies and ways of thinking, the safer they will be, and the better they will be able to think thoughtfully about the decisions they make for their lives, and the way that they interact with digital mediums to help navigate through those decisions.
I actually think that our librarians do a fantastic job of helping kids find the right path when they're going in there. What if a parent objects to something that a child can see in a library? Aren't there safeguards in place so that the parent can tell you what their kids can and can't access within our purview of LPS?
We absolutely do. Every parent has a right to guide their child in what it is that they check out from our library or access from our libraries. And so simply by reaching out to their school librarian, we can put processes into place so that the librarian will know how to better guide that child toward materials and resources that their family can feel good about.
And so if they didn't want them to have one book, and I can't think of one that I would do that on right now, but so I'm going to make XYZ. And isn't there a way in our system that you can actually put a tab, a note, a pop-up that says this child cannot check out this book?
Simply, again, by contacting the school librarian, we can, the checkout system that we use allows us to add pop-ups, and so when that student comes to check out, it will give the librarian a reminder. Mm-hmm. That will then help that librarian guide that student towards, again, resources and materials that family feels comfortable with.
And two things I love that we went back to calling it a library and not a media center, so thank you for that.
Me too.
Because it is a library, it's where we go to for having fun with books, so thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Beyer, then Ms. Mumgard.
Does this instruction go and cover the issues of online harassment and bullying and what are good decision-making processes and the access to safe to say or tell and things of that nature?
It absolutely does. You know, the very beginnings of our digital citizenship instruction were based on cyberbullying and how to help others and to help ourselves in the event that that is happening. And so the newest version of our objectives goes much more into depth about safety and how to protect yourself and others when you see something or experience something online.
Do we ever anonymously survey our students to see how deeply impacted they are by online harassment and cyberbullying?
That is not something we have done to date, and that is something that I could have a conversation with our assessment department on, but it is not currently something that we've done.
I'd like to see that happen because I think that's an issue that's really difficult for students to talk with their families with, and it's almost embarrassing. There's a feeling that maybe I deserve this or I did something wrong. That's the reason why this is happening. Also, us older parents and grandparents have not experienced these issues. So it might be good to have a snapshot to see where the needs are.
Absolutely. I do believe there's national data that that could provide insight on that, but the local data, as of right now, doesn't exist.
Yeah, that'd probably be real beneficial. So thank you so much for a nice, good presentation. I'm glad that we're looking at this. Do you ever have calls from other school districts about our curriculum on this?
I actually just presented to a school district this morning. Elkhorn invited me to speak to them about our work with digital citizenship. And I think it's something that we as a district can be really proud of. We're organized and structured in our modes of delivery in ways that other districts are not yet. And so I think we're real leaders in our state and in the nation.
Well, that's really commendable. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ms.
Wait,
Mungo.
wait, wait, one last one. Hey, Chris.
Apologies, I'm so sorry.
That's all right. That's okay. Mine's easy. Your very last slide with the quick links.
Uh-huh.
Where does one, are those public links or those teacher links? And if they're public, where would you
Those
find
are
them?
all public links. So I didn't include them in this visual presentation, but they're available to everyone. They are all available from our library, our LPS Library Media webpage.
Okay.
And that slide will get you quick access to all of it.
So
But they are open to everyone, which also allows librarians and schools across the state and across the nation to access those materials as well. And we're excited to be able to share those with other entities.
That's great, because it's obvious that you can see the objectives and the pacing and the lessons, so it's a full look into what we are offering. So thank you very much. It looks great.
Thank you.
Any further discussion?
Thank you.